It is commonly believed that heirs to the throne can't wait to put a crown on their head, so they can rule and reign, sitting on a gilded throne and dangling their feet. In his book, The Final, Omid Scobie represents William as such. The Prince of Wales considers his father unprogressive and incapable of making the monarchy inclusive, which means that it is necessary to take the throne as soon as possible, before disgruntled subjects did not start a revolution. Actually, a similar conclusion was made by many royal experts, commenting on William's statements about his plans as king. But Scobie went farther and openly accused the British monarchical heir of waiting for an early release of the throne. The Prince of Wales can't wait to ascend the throne, and there is real impatience all around him, Omid writes in his book. In general, William is painted as a selfish and callous character who sees his father as an intermediate weak link between the Windsor matriarch Elizabeth and the progressive future King William. Some of the experts even called Charles the warmonger of the throne for William. And then, as they say, Scobie's logic left the chat room. Moreover, it seems to me that all these thoughts come to the writer straight from the Telegraph polls from Montecito. So, in the book finale, the author claims that Charles is very resentful of his son for not honoring him with the Environmental Earshot Prize, which the Prince of Wales gives to winners in search of solutions to save the environment. And Charles is just known for his commitment to the environment and ecology. It's his life's work. Scobie writes that Charles wanted to be nominated for the award, or for William, to at least honor his father's work on environmental issues from the stage. The second option would have been more appropriate, because is it proper for the monarch to compete with the contestants for £1 million sterling? But William, according to Scobie, ignored his father and made no mention of him, knowing that the cause of conservation and the environment is very close to his heart. William acted as if Charles's commitment to saving the environment didn't exist at all, Omid writes in his book. So, the stories about Charles' resentment over the Earshot Prize may well be Scobie's speculation, although anything is to be expected from Charles. But even if it were true, it's unlikely that Scobie would have known about it. And what are the facts? On that historic day, when the king and his wife were opening Parliament in a lavish ceremony, William was in Singapore and had a glamorous and festive evening on stage presenting a cash prize to the awardees. Of course, he spoke from the stage and talked about the importance of saving the planet for future generations. That is, the impression was that there is no unity in the royal family and the heir to the throne is on his own, and the king and queen are on their own. The situation was aggravated by the prince's interview, when he said that the members of the royal family were doing an effective work, grabbing hundreds of patronage and not being able to focus on the important things. But he, when he becomes king, wants to change this tradition and pay attention to fewer initiatives, but deal with them closely. Royal experts were skeptical and immediately started talking about the son's disrespect for his father as a monarch, and that the relationship between Charles and William is more like that of rivals than kin. And those like Omid Scobie even began to argue that William is sucking up to Charles, although before that he accused the heir of laziness. And it is known that the position of monarch takes a lot of energy and time for routine and boring protocol duties. And who but William knows it? Would he wish such a thing for himself? It's a rhetorical question. What do you think? Leave a comment.